Raisin brand, you gotta think we just slow, and I really do mean slow, to believe some of the stuff you say. And it amazes me how you can try to act like you're not on anyone's side when you say some of the stuff that come out your mouth. It's just not the smartest. I'll just say that because I'm not really into downing women, even though you look like a raisin. Don't make no difference to me. I'm not really in the business of downing women, but it doesn't make smart sense at all, and I do mean at all. Okay, I don't have to show the stuff you put up as as you say receipts. Okay, because that stuff that you put up makes no sense. Listen to what she said, y'all. Okay, this is what she said on there. And yes, I did take, a good 15, 20 minutes. I listened to you for about 15, 20 minutes. But then I had to stop listening to you because the stuff that you were saying were just so outrageously ignorant to me. I had to just stop because anyone with a half of a brain would know that that would be stupid to sign any agreements of what you said. That was in their agreement. Okay? She said that if and this is what she's saying that's in documentation. Okay? If LaTruth and Brianna don't come to an agreement on visitation with the child, that all the power basically goes back to Brianna. Now, let me get it straight to you, okay? This is after she realized she messed up. She probably ain't gonna say it, but she realized she messed up because, like I said, I listened to a good 15, 20 minutes of her, and then I had to just change turn because I couldn't listen no more. But at the beginning, she said that if Brianna and LaTruth don't come to an agreement on when visitation should for the child, for the parent to see the child, it goes back to the visitation agreement. Then she changed it up to what I said at the beginning. That's what was supposed to be said. Okay? And she showed the paperwork and all that. Okay, I don't care what paperwork you show. Common sense would say, why would you even sign an agreement like that when that's not giving you any rights to your child at all? So basically, from what you were saying, it said it wasn't no violation. So in other words, he was just talking to the policeman for no reason. Basically, is what you're saying. He was talking to the policeman for no reason. And I'm going to say again, this ain't got nothing to do with me being a LaTrue fan at all. This has something to do with the woman doing a man wrong for trying to be a father to his child. That's what this has to do. And this is coming from a man that has been hurt by his baby mama in similar fashions. So I understand what's going on, and I understand not knowing the law will hurt you, which I'm glad he knows a little bit about the law. I was clueless to the law for so long when it came to my rights with my child. I was so clueless to the law for so many years. I think a good 5, 6 years of my child's life, I was clueless. And that woman used me as far as using my stupidity. But it doesn't make sense for LaTruth, which had a lawyer, to agree to the terms of if me and this woman can't come to an agreement of me seeing my child, the rights go back to her on when she thinks it's okay, instead of going back to the agreement of the child. Of the, excuse me, of the me seeing my child. Them rights right there. Why? I'm confused. Why would that change? Why would the visitation rights change? As far as not be what the court ordered me to do, as far as when I can see my child, when she's supposed to let me see my child, but be okay with, and if we can't come to an agreement, you have the right to decide when I can see and when I can't see my child. That doesn't make no sense, woman, at all. Raisin Brand, that don't make no sense. And it's crazy to me how you can sit and say that. And it doesn't matter what you show, what paperwork you show. Okay? And let me correct you on something. You ain't spending hundreds of dollars getting no paperwork that's for the public to get. You may be spending $20, $30 for the paperwork, but just don't drag it out, okay? Let's not drag it out. Let's be realistic. But like I said, who would do that? What kind of person that really wants to see their child and be in their child's life agree to something like that? Please tell me. Any person, any woman, please tell me, what sense does that make? Because I know I wouldn't agree to nothing like that. And I know from what the man says, how he can't see his child, that makes no sense for him to agree to that. And if he agreed to that, that would make no sense at all for him to talk to the policeman about not seeing his child. And yes, Brianna has shown that she's been in Florida, at Wonder World or wherever that was, you know what I'm saying? Cool, fine and dandy. But that still is no reason for him to have the police call and stressing that that's a violation of the visitation order, with you just taking the little girl on out of state and not notifying him and not letting him get the visitation that he's supposed to. If what Raisin said was correct, you didn't do no violation. But I don't believe that's true. I don't believe none of that is facts. That makes no sense. It makes zero sense. And if any lawyer agreed to that or told the truth, that if his lawyer actually told him that, that's a bad lawyer. And because the truth should have enough sense to know that that's agreement. That's something I'm not about to agree to. That's not giving you the right to see your child at all. It's giving you the right to see her, but when she decides for you to see her. No. What made sense was like what you said in the beginning. If they don't come to an agreement, they go back to the rights, visitation rights. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. Not if we can't come to an agreement on visitation, all the rights go back to Brianna. That makes no sense. I don't need to get affidavits for you seeing stuff like that, because that is stupidity in my eyes for anyone to agree to something like that. Now, maybe some person that ain't thinking proper will say something like that, but that makes no sense. And if that was agreed to in the way you're seeing it, that will make him be very ignorant in posting or downloading anything to do with her not letting him see his child. That's true. That's true right there. So y'all figure it out, and then if you actually got some real evidence besides some paperwork that was put up that anyone could get, please provide what was said, because that couldn't be what was said. It couldn't be. Not the part of her seeing something. I mean, if they don't come to an agreement, all the rights go to her. That couldn't be that way. It couldn't be. It really couldn't be. And I'm up out of here.